Hey everybody, it's Apparition. Doing post commentary, so this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you all the fusions I did, so because I promised I would. So this is gonna start before the video. I'll put a little annotation in here, where the actual video will start with actual gameplay. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this, and hopefully this post commentary isn't too boring. So I went ahead and fused High Pixie. And I think it was Queen Mab. I could be wrong, but you could just scroll back and look if you want to see. But that's what I remember it being. And yeah, Fusati, it's a pretty good persona. I don't really use it that much because I actually have a better one. But I had it inherit the skills from Kata and Rakunda, which are really good skills to put on it. So, and then because of the fact that I have maxed the Magician Social Link, it gained quite a few levels, which is definitely nice. So, yeah, that's always fun. So it's gonna go ahead and learn every single one of its skills, which is pretty helpful. Even if you have maxed social links later on in the game, when you get higher personas, it's not gonna work out. Like, you'll get most of them, but you won't get the final skill, so. And then it tries to switch Aigilo to a new skill. I didn't let it do it because Aigilo is its best attack, so yeah, don't want that. Next one up is Orpheus. It's an okay persona. I fused Titan and take whatever name. I can't pronounce the name, so. But yeah, I fused them together and I got this. Most of these fusions are just for the sake of actually, you know, fusing them so they're better for fusion material later. Because I was grinding and I got full of personas, so it's not going to do me any good just having them sit in stock. So I figured go ahead, fuse them, see what we could get, and then use them for fusion material later. That's basically how I play through the game a lot. But yeah, I'm minimizing the fusions I make in this playthrough, mostly for the fact that I promised I'd show every fusion off in case people, you know, are struggling to play the game or whatever and want to see how I've used it to copy or whatever. So yeah, I'm showing all of them off, so basically the only point of it here. Like I said, I can understand if this is boring for you. That's why there will be an annotation thing that'll take you right to the start of the actual combat and stuff. So Jikuten's the next one up. Fusing Sarsvati. Yeah, I can't pronounce this. And then take Mikanata. So yeah, that's the next fusion I'm going to be making. It's only social link rank 5, so it's not going to max out all the skills or whatnot, but it's still not a bad fusion, and I'm pretty sure it will come in handy later on in the game for fusions deeper in. So the higher level the personas you fuse, obviously the higher level the resulting persona will be. So that's the thinking behind that. But yeah, it's not really a persona I'm going to be using very much, honestly. So hopefully my post commentary is not that bad. I have yet to actually do post commentary, so you know, first time for everything. So it still had one skill to learn, and it probably never will actually learn it. Then the last one is Omitsuru. I fused Oberon and Shisa, so it inherited Bedia, which is basically the best thing I could have given it. So it's an okay persona. It's not really anything great. Like I said, just basically doing all these fusions for future later on in the game. So better fusion materials, very helpful. So if you have lower personas, you should just basically fuse them, because you could easily replace them by just going back through and grinding. So yeah, if you can, always go ahead and do that, because it'll help you later on. And I'm repeating myself, but I really don't know that much else to say at this part. So we'll actually be going over after this part ends and it finishes learning all skills. We'll be going over the compendium, which is gonna be pretty fun. I haven't shown that off yet. But yeah, here we go. Here's the compendium. You get every persona you register is here. Basically, you have to pay a fee. The more personas you actually get discounts. So I think it's like if you complete half the compendium, you get like 50% off or something. But yeah, I'm doing this to regain Hypixie, which I'll be using for the boss. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the actual video where we'll be using said Hypixie. Hey everybody, it's Operation. Welcome back for more Let's Play Persona 3 FES. It's been a while, hasn't it? Unless you're watching this in the future, if you're watching this, you know, as I'm uploading, you'll know I've been gone for about a week. I was sick, and I had a really sore throat, so I could not do commentary at all. And seeing as I do live commentary, that basically halted the LP dead in its tracks, so hopefully we're getting back on track here with this. I guess I can go ahead and show. Before I got sick, I did go ahead and grind up a bit. I'm level 39 now. Also, I fused some more personas, so we're sitting pretty good on personas, honestly. But yeah, if I'm doing what I plan to, you already saw how I fused all the personas, so I kept up my end of the bargain that I'd show every fusion I did in this game, which honestly is a real pain. Not gonna lie, because I fuse a lot more usually in playthroughs than I'm doing right now, just because I want to show them all off. But yeah, the plan for this episode, we're gonna fight this boss that I got to, and then I'll show off this new area of Tartarus, which as you can see is actually gold. So yeah, this is the Tizaya block. I'll show it off more after we get through this boss, but first things first, let's go ahead and get this boss fight underway. I would start talking, but I know Fuka's gonna cut me off, so I'll let her cut me off first right now.
No ordinary enemy. Don't let your guard down.
But yeah, this is Arcane Turrent. It is resist slash, resist strike, resist pierce, blocks fire, weak to ice, blocks electric, blocks light, blocks dark. It has the moves Audine, Zeodyne, Mind Charge, Marokunda, and Eerie Sound. The reason I recommend you use Hypixie for this fight, she has ice. She's strong in ice attacks, and she's not weak to fire or electric. So yeah, most ice types are weak to fire. She's not, so that's why I recommend using her. So yeah, I don't have any weaknesses to worry about. I recommend you put in Orgia mode and Yukari in heal and support. If you use Mitsuru for this fight, you'll be better off than I am because she uses ice attacks. But with how weak she is in my playthrough, it's just not worth it to use her. So let's go ahead and get this underway. Admittedly, this is my third time fighting this boss, but not because my strategy's flawed. Oh no, my strategy is actually quite sound, which is, you know, rare. But I just keep getting screwed over luck-wise, and it's ridiculous. Yeah, kind of like that. See how I'm distressed? It's like that, and then I either get criticaled, or they all just decide to gang up on me and screw me over. So, and it uses Marokunda. That's admittedly not a huge concern. The only time it becomes a real concern is when they actually attack you. So, Yukari, you better. Oh, I hate you so much. Yeah, see, now I'm starting to get in a bit of trouble here. Okay, luckily it let me take my turn. Okay, so I'm basically screwed here. I have two choices here. I could either try to attack and then spend the rest of the, which I think is what I'm gonna do. I really hope I don't miss here, or else I may be screwed. But what's life without a little risk? And I'm somewhat screwed. Luckily, they'll spend their turns getting up, but if it decides it wants to attack me, oh god, I hate you so much. Because she's in Orgia mode, I couldn't. Okay, cool. It didn't attack me. Because she's in Orgia mode, I can't give her commands right now. So, oh boy, this is not gonna end well. Okay, thank you. Thank you for carrying that. Yeah, I'm getting pretty bad luck because I keep missing. Usually this doesn't happen. I swear, usually this is not how it goes. Usually this fight would be over by now, but I swear it's the Let's Play curse. Okay, well, one got up and one went down. And there goes Yukari. Yukari's like the only one that can't take a hit from these guys. She's pretty frail. Okay, that's good. That's gonna be, yeah, next to nothing. Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Bufula,
Keep it up.
Get him!
and then I'm gonna Bufula again, but I'm not going to actually, attack here. Because I think Aegis is gonna overheat this turn, which is actually a good thing, because she won't get them up, so. Yeah, we'll revive Yukari. I swear this fight's not as hard as I'm making it, I'm just getting really crappy luck right now.
I'm overheating.
Thank God, okay. My math was good. Like I said, it's actually not a bad thing she overheated right now. Okay, he's being smart. So yeah, they completely lost down their turn, which is
Return to normal.
exactly what I wanted to happen. Sadly, she's still being an idiot, and I have no... Why would you do that? Just use... That's like one of the few times you should actually use Media. Because you would have basically healed both you and Junpei, but whatever. It's times like these I sort of, kind of wish that I had gone with Persona 3 Portable. Because I could just command my teammates, but, you know, there's no animated cutscenes or anything in that game, so presentation-wise this is much better, but... I still made the right choice, it's just, it made it a lot more difficult for me. So. But yeah, that somewhat hurt. Stupid eerie sound. Okay, that's pretty horrible. Don't use diorama! Starting to see why I somewhat hate this. All she had to do is use... Now I have to waste my turn. Okay, because I'm up a creek with... I have to attack. I don't really have much of a choice. I have to knock him down. If I don't, I'm screwed.
That's it.
Okay, thank God. I didn't... If I missed there, it's pretty much GG.
Why not?
Oh, I recovered. Okay, screw you guys then. I'm just gonna heal myself. I'm gonna be a much better healer than Yukari is. But yeah, this, I swear to you, this fight is actually a cakewalk. It's just, this horrible luck is really screwed me over.
Enemy's going to attack.
Also, if Aegis could get out of Jesus. If you could stop overheating Aegis, that'd be nice. I forgot how long it takes her to cool down. Usually should have been killed off by now, which I actually would have preferred, because I could just get her up, but nope. Also, it goes without saying, but you can't cure her of that. There's no item that helps cure that. So, when she's overheated, she's overheated. There's nothing you can do about it. Please hit all of them. Thank you.
Here's a chance.
The only bad thing with there's only 3 of us, and Yukari's physical attack is next to nothing, so yeah. Way to take it, Junpei. Finally, thank God. That took way too long. Okay, mind charge. That's okay, I guess. If Yukari would be smart and use Media, that'd be nice, but I'm kind of guessing she won't.
Be careful.
That was way too close. Okay, yeah, screw Media. Heal, you stupid little twerp. Ah!
Guard up at all times.
Why would you use Media there? Why won't you heal me? Ah, crap. I'm gonna put... I gotta put Aegis back in Orgia mode. God, this is so much... I honestly did not remember how much harder this game is than Portable. It's ridiculous. Just because Yukari's a freaking idiot and won't heal me. Otherwise, I'd be able to take out like 2 of them this turn. But I can't really risk it. So... That's only gonna... Actually, I have to. I have to risk it. I have to risk it. There's no choice. Because if I use a medical powder, I'd still die in 1 hit. It only heals... It only heals 100 points. So I'd still die in 1 hit. So it would help me next to 0. Aw, dang it. Okay, she's still good. This actually might kill them if I get lucky. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's next to useless. I cannot wait for the point in the game where she actually gets Mediorama, and it won't. So she won't even have the option of doing that anymore. To get a full heal. Okay, as long as I don't miss here, we're golden.
Keep it up.
Thank God. And this all-out attack will do it.
All out. Fatal.
That, I swear to you, this fight is not as hard as I just made it look. I just got really screwed over with the luck. This is actually one of the pushover fights in the game. But, yeah, I made that look way more difficult than it had to be. So, that kind of sucks. But what are you going to do? Like I said, if you use Mitsuru, if you're using Mitsuru in your playthrough, you're better off. Because then you have another attacker that does ice damage. But if I had brought her, she'd die in literally every hit, so there's no point. But yeah, if you're using her in your playthrough, that fight's going to be a real breeze for you. But yeah, I think my strategy is actually pretty sound with that boss. Even though this was my third time recording it. So, yeah, I recommend you use Hypixie. You'll probably get better luck than I am, especially if you're not playing this on hard, but yeah, that's what I recommend, so do with that as you will. Now for the rest of this episode, I'm going to be going through until we get to the next boss. Because every time we go through a new block, I want to show off the enemies, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So if you don't care about seeing the enemies and seeing me beat guys, that's it for this episode. You can just wait for the next one. Because I'm not going to actually fight the boss. So, that's the plan anyway. But I figured I'd wait and show off this block at this point because there's more enemies now at this point. You see all the enemies after killing the first boss. So, I figured it made more sense to show it off now than it would then. So, that's my reasoning behind it. But yeah, this block is actually pretty cool looking, I'll admit. Because it's all gold and stuff. Hopefully my party's not going to get tired, because I did grind somewhat. But I think we'll be okay. But yeah, this is probably my third favorite looking area in Tartarus. Weak to... Okay, this one's weak to wind. I'm still not totally... like I said, it's been a bit since I've actually recorded, so... I'm not up on all my personas like I was back then, so you'll have to put up with that a bit. I'm sorry, but not much I can do about it. But yeah, this is... I honestly do like this area of Tartarus, pretty much. The gold area just works pretty well, I think. And we're getting somewhat close to the end. There's only 2 more full moon bosses, so that'll be fun. I thought there was 3, but no, there's actually only 2 more. One in 24 days, and then one like 30 days after that, so. Whoa.
Hey, no fair.
I forgot that they could target teammates. Can Junpei actually kill him by himself? Because I really don't feel like jumping in. God dang it, I forgot she won't heal him while he's fighting. I can though. I'll use Diorama. I'll make it so he wins. But yeah, I don't know why they did that in this game. Well, I have no idea why they made it so your party members can be targeted separately. They can't in Golden, or Persona 4, or Persona 1, or Persona 2, for that matter. So I have no idea why they did that in this game. It's really not useful. It's supposedly so you can grind up your party members quicker, which in theory sounds like a good idea. But, I mean, are you really just going to go to Tartarus and then say split up and kill enemies and just let them do that? It seems kind of counterproductive. Sure, they get more experience, but I don't know. I don't really get the point of it. It's something, I guess.
It has multiple.
It's weak to Zio and, okay. This should take care of that. But yeah, good thing about this too is I've already scanned all these enemies, or at least a good majority of them. Like I said, there's a few new ones since we fought the boss that I wouldn't have, but yeah.
What an easy win.
So, I don't know how from what people have told me, and by people I mean like 3 people that I know personally that actually watch my LPs. They actually like me showing these things off, so I actually am doing that. But if you don't, just leave it in the comments and I can cut this part out. But you know, for people that are playing through the game, they may not want to. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Fuka. They may actually want to, you know, see the enemy's weaknesses, so I don't have to wait and scan them themselves, or see what personas I use on these enemies to get through them or whatnot. And that was bad. Run away. If at all possible, always get the first strike on these enemies. It makes the fight so much more easy. So much easier, I should say. Also, when you run away, it resets, and they usually face the other way. So that's why I usually run away from these guys.
Use Mudo skills.
Mudo, okay.
It has multiple.
Okay, I think I know I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'll use Garula on you. See, this wouldn't work under the Persona 4 Gold. The fight system is better in Portable and Golden, which I'll go into when I play Golden, which will be a while. But yeah, the fighting system is a lot better in Golden, so you can't actually do what I'm doing right now. But I'm going to. I know I have one of you. Which one of them? Okay, yeah, you have Mudo, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. In theory, this should kill everybody because they're weak to Mudo or dark skills, so this should do it. But knowing this game, okay, that actually worked perfectly. Okay, cool. But yeah, there's my creative way of how to beat that setup of enemies. Dark. Or not dark. I'm going for XP. But yeah, in Persona 4 Golden and to a lesser degree Persona 4, when you target enemies that are weak to light and dark, if you lose light and dark attacks on them, it'll kill them like 95% of the time. No questions asked. In this game, it's like a flip of the dice if it'll actually kill them or not. So, something to keep in mind. It's really annoying. I have no idea why they made the hit rate so low when they're weak to it, but yeah. I guess it does make the game harder, I guess, but you kind of make it harder for people to use strategy. And I don't like these guys. They're weak to light, if I remember correctly. But I don't think first off, I don't think I have a persona that's strong that has a light attack. Wait, yeah, I do. Yeah, I can try it. Let's go ahead and try this. But if this doesn't work, I'm gonna basically run for my life. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. These guys are cheap as all hell. They dodge like every other attack. See, they're weak to light and dark, but it never freaking hits. Which is really annoying, and they can kill you in like one hit. So, yeah, I'm out of here. I don't even know when I recommend fighting those guys. They're honestly one of the cheaper enemies in the game. So if you encounter them and you get the first strike, try and use a light or dark attack on them. If it doesn't hit, just run away. Because, yeah, you're kind of screwed. It's a really cheap enemy. Weak to fire and weak to, yeah, okay. Crap, you don't have any of those. What's the turn order here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do here. Junpei, put him on knockdown, and then I think we'll go ahead and who should I use? Because I think I have several that I can actually. Yeah, I'll use you. That works. I'll do that. Then Junpei uses fire attacks, and I'll do that. Or okay. Game, you are troll. Not as troll as the answer mode, but still. Oh, that's good. Ah, Junpei, you fail so hard. Hopefully this is enough to take him out. I'm guessing it will be, but With only 3, you never know. Okay, cool, it still was. Should go without saying, but when your teammate's falling over, they can't join the all-out attack. It's that, and if they're frozen, I think. If they have the status of frozen, they can't join the all-out attack either. As I remember it, but don't particularly quote me on that, because getting frozen is next to never. Because like it seems if you get frozen in this game, it's like your turn's next and then it goes away. So, but as I remember it, if they're frozen, they won't join the all-out attack. So, as I remember, these guys are weak to Zeo, but I don't think I have Zeo. There's some holes in my team as of right now. Because like I said, I was just fusing around, so I don't know. Let's try this. But yeah, as I remember it, these guys. Okay, yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I'm remembering right now, and that they're weak to Zeo.
It has multiple weaknesses.
I didn't remember that they nulled win though. Where's the Magrula and Mafufua? Okay. So I guess what I'll do is, who should I use? I gotta use some fire persona. You're getting to see my personas more in depth. Can I fuse Incubus? Incubus's magic attack is 3 levels higher, but I mean 3 points higher, but he is 5 levels higher. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I guess he is the better fire attacker right now, only because of the fact that he is a higher level, but still. Also, the fire break and you know, Zeo break and all that stuff is really useful. So, if you can get on your personas, I recommend you do it, because not only will it affect them if they block it, but if they're just strong to it, it'll null that too. For the longest time, I thought if it was they're just strong to it, I thought it'd have no effect, but yeah, it actually does. It brings them all the way down to regular. So, it's a pretty useful skill to have. More so for boss fights than anything else, but yeah, it's still a pretty useful skill to have. So, if you can get it on personas, I recommend it. It's not like do or die, but it definitely helps. Especially if you make a really good persona in a specific element. Because like later in the game, I'll make a persona that's really good with Zeo skills. So I'll wanna, I'm not sure if I'll be able to, because I don't know exactly the fusion that would make that work. But if I can, I'd get whatchamacallit, Zeo Break, or whatever, Thunder Break, whatever it is called. I'll try to get that on him so that I can use him for any boss. Like I said, it's really useful if you're making a persona of a certain type. But it's not so, because if you try to use it in regular battles, it's not going to do you that much good. Simply because, you know, normal battles should be over in like two turns tops. Otherwise, you're getting into a bit of a scary situation. Because the goal is always to kill them before they can attack you. I know that guy's weak to Z, or not Zeo, Bufu. Let's guess. I'm gonna go on a limb and say they all are Bufu. I think High Pixie is the best choice here because of they have fire attacks. So I'll go ahead and do this. Let's go use Bufu. Hopefully, I'm guessing right. Hallelujah. Like I said, I remembered that guy with the flames on him was weak to ice, but I had no idea about the other guys. And that's the frozen stats I was talking about. You see it on him. On enemies, it has like no effect. I don't even know why they, like, I've looked on the Persona wiki and stuff and seen like, what's the point of enemies getting frozen? And I cannot find anything about it. So I don't even know what the point of it is. It doesn't make them go slower. It doesn't affect the turn order at all. So that idea is out. Enemies can't do an all-out attack, so that's out. 135th floor. So That's coming up pretty quick.
There are 3 of them.
But this is already a 24-minute episode, so that's not that
Scan
bad.
the target.
But yeah, I really don't get the point of it. If you know the point of it, leave a comment and let me know, because I'm honestly very curious. But yeah, I do not know the point of it. Seems kind of pointless to me.
It's weak against strike attack.
I'd much rather you attack the other one. Let's see, is it weak to that? No.
Enemy.
It's weak to strike attacks. I think Aegis has one of those. Yeah, that's a strike attack, so that works. Alright, that did it. Thank you for that very convenient telling of its weakness, Fuka. But yeah, we're slowly getting to the end of this LP. Because the non-Tartarus parts go by pretty quickly. So, because I don't even care right now. Money at this point in the game is somewhat not even a concern. At least in my opinion. If it is for you, I guess it could be if you're really going and trying to collect all the outfits or something. But that's just cosmetics, so I don't really care. And they don't really serve a purpose in battle either, anyway, so. But yeah. Money's not a huge concern at this point in the game. Like, I did summon High Pixie, and that that brought me down to like 30,000 yen. I'm already back up to 116 yen. Or 116k. Whatever. Not 116. 116,000. I really cannot talk. You probably can tell that my voice is still not 100%, but I felt bad that it's been so long since I had an episode out. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna push myself through this. Like, it doesn't hurt or anything, but I mean, my voice doesn't sound good to start with, but this really doesn't help. Sure, I'll go with you. Why not? As I remember, these guys are weak to fire. I guess we'll find out, though. Or did I don't know. Oh yeah, I scanned them. That's right. Oh my god, I'm being an idiot right now. Until you try it, though, talking and trying to be somewhat entertaining while also trying to strategize is somewhat difficult. And that's a really good persona right there. It's blacked out. When a persona like that's blacked out, it means that you're too low a level to get it. So basically, it's one of the many ways the game will let you, yeah, you're under-leveled. Go level more, which I know I need to do, but probably won't. For most of this LP, I will be pretty significantly under-leveled. Kinda just how I am. But yeah, I get through pretty well. At the end of the game, I will get max level though, and I'll show you guys a really easy way to get max level. It's a lot easier than in any other Persona game. I can tell you that right now. The other Persona games make it somewhat difficult to get max levels. Like, I've never gotten max level in Persona 4, but Persona 4 is so much easier compared to this game, you don't even really need to. Although, admittedly, you don't need to get to max level in this game either. It just makes it easier. And you can't really do it till the end of the game. Like, my secret will only help you with, like, the very, very end of the game, so. It's not really even a secret, it's more of a trick, I guess. But, yeah, it'll help you at the end of the game. But, other than that, before that, I guess I'll be at 60 or so. So I'll gain like 20 more levels between now and the very end of the game. Then the rest will be just basically using my trick at the end, which I don't want to give too much away because it's very slight story spoilers. So I won't do that. But yeah, the trick won't help until the end of the game. Like, I can say one thing, just so people that have already played the game will know what I'm talking about. Basically you fight a boss, and then you could take on enemies that are really high leveled. That's basically my trick, or the trick that I've, come up with. I've seen other people use it too, so it's not like, oh, I came up with this, but yeah, really helpful for the end of the game. Because I know some people struggle with the final boss in this game. I personally don't, but I know a lot of people that do, so. Hopefully that doesn't sound like I'm being too stuck up, because that's not how it's meant to come across. It's just, I've never actually found the boss to be that challenging. It's just a personal opinion thing. Because a lot of people say the final boss of... Wow, you're being an idiot. A lot of people say the final boss of Persona 3 is harder than Persona 4's final boss, which I completely disagree with. I actually really struggle with the final boss of Persona 4. It's pretty challenging. At least in my opinion. Like, I've only died like 2 or 3 times on the final boss of Persona 4, but yeah. I find it much more challenging than the final boss here. I guess slight spoilers that there's a final boss to this game. Don't really consider that a spoiler because every game pretty much has a final boss, but I'm sorry if you consider that a spoiler. I didn't say who the final boss was. Anyway. But yeah, if you do consider that a spoiler, I am sorry.
There are 3 of them. Strike first.
Anyway. Trying to think about everything to talk about here. What I guess I can talk about is, couple people have asked me why didn't I do Persona 1 and Persona 2 before this game. Basically, they're just not very popular. Well, Persona 2 kind of is. Persona 1 doesn't have much of a following at all, sadly. So I figured I'd go ahead and just do this game. And Persona 1 and Persona 2 honestly have next to nothing to do with this game. It kind of does later in the arena games. So, like, if I ever get to that point, that I play both this and Persona 4, I might go back and do that. Because it does kind of affect the story going forward. But, yeah, and as far as understanding Persona 3 and Persona 4, you don't need to play the other games at all. You'll be able to understand everything perfectly.
My level of aptitude.
That's my reasoning. Plus, I figure Persona 3 is the hardest one to LP by far anyway, so get the hardest out of the way. So, and by playing Persona 3 first, before Persona 1 and Persona 2, you're not spoiling anything for yourself, other than the fact that, you know, there's a game after that. But you pretty much spoil that for yourself just buying the game, because you type in like Persona on Amazon, it brings up all the games, so you'd spoil it for yourself there too. So I don't consider it that bad of a spoiler. So yeah, there's games that come after it. It's a huge spoiler. I guess I kind of paranoid myself about spoiling a bit too much, but I don't know. I want to make sure I don't ruin anyone's enjoyment of any game, so I try to keep spoilers to a minimum. But like, I'll talk about if I'm playing this game, I'll talk about stuff that's already happened here, because I don't consider it a spoiler at this point, because you should have already seen it. And if you haven't watched every episode, then, you know, shame on you. You're a horrible person. Not really, but remember that Arcane Turrent? It's already considered a common enemy. And I thought it was weak to Zio. I guess I'm wrong. What's it weak to? I think I canceled the scan, didn't I?
I'll scan the target.
I was sworn that's what. You're weak to light. Crap! I don't know what that thing's weak to.
Hang in there.
I guess we'll take out this guy first.
It's weak against electric.
But yeah, I was sworn that guy is weak to whatchamacallit? Ice attacks, but I guess it's not. It's weak against Zero. Oh. Well, that's somewhat bad. I don't have any Zero attacks. It actually does a good amount of damage. It doesn't. Go or Gear mode. This is actually gonna be somewhat hard to kill without. I passed up our Gear mode. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, screw it. It's not worth it. Well then, that was good. What? How does that count?
It's
Oh,
weak
crap.
against strong. 2 enemies left.
Thank
It's
you,
weak against strike.
counter. What are they weak to? Strike. Grab. Whoa, attacks they use? Yoga. Grab. Mind charge to do a lot of damage. Do I have anything that's... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this guy. He resists EO, so basically guarantee I won't die. As long as I don't die, we're fine.
Get right back up. I guess.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty devastating.
Be careful. Junpei-kun is badly hurt.
Okay, this is bad. Yeah, you know what we're gonna do? For the second straight fight in a row, we are getting our butts out of here. I don't know how it gave it an enemy advantage when I hit it, but that pretty much screwed me over there. But yeah, you can see regular enemies, when you don't get the advantage on them, can be pretty devastating. Do you have not Raccoon? Do I have it? Okay, I was sworn I had Raccoon to get him up, but nope. Okay, so we'll use Revival Beats. And then I guess we'll have Yukari EL. Because I'm not going to leave them behind, because then they'll get tired. Which is, I think I mentioned this before, but in Persona 3 Portable, there's actually an item you could buy that cures being tired. So, yeah, that's very useful. You can basically go to TARDIS whenever you want and all that good stuff. And you can stay in TARDIS as long as you want to, because if you get tired, you just use that item and then you and your teammates are good to go again. But yeah. It's kind of crappy that that's not in this game. But whatever. Like, I would have preferred if there was just great status, like great and good. That'd be nice. But, you know, whatever. Also, Junpei's being smart for once, which is nice. But yeah, can't really go back and change it now, so. Is what it is. I don't really care about that guy. I'm already full up on Personas anyway. Who's off for level 41? Yeah, we're going on 40 minutes, so hopefully you enjoy my ramblings. But I think this is the boss floor, if I remember what Fuka said clearly. Or correctly, whatever. Yay! Okay. I guess I could show it to you guys. Give you a little suspense of what's to come. The Destroyer of Worlds. What some people consider to be one of the hardest bosses of the game. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. Anyway though, we're gonna activate this device right here. And I don't think you even have a name for it at this point. Or I don't think they tell you at all in the game actually. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. We fought a boss. And we're going to fight another boss pretty soon. Although I'm guessing I'm going to try fighting it next episode, see how it goes. And then see if I need to grind from there. But yeah, it's a hard boss, so I probably will have to grind. But that's for a later time. So next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES, we will either be taking on the boss or going back to the dorm because I got tired. So yeah. You'll find out along with me which it's going to be. So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys then.